What's up, everybody? I'm your host Preston here, and today I'm going to bring to you guys some gameplay on the map Mirage, and I'm going to be using the Shycom with a red dot on there, and I also have a silencer. So this is during the time that I got my going for gold with the Shycom, so that's why I don't have a gold camo on there. But I found this gameplay in my desktop and I realized I haven't used it yet, so I figured it was a great gameplay to use because it's a definitely diverse weapon, harder to use than most of the other submachine guns. So I wanted to bring you guys this commentary with this submachine gun, but I didn't really want to talk to you guys about anything game related today, but instead I wanted to bring up an old topic that I touched on just a bit during my MW3 days, and I know I've talked about this before, but I wanted to bring it back to you guys because it is a very serious topic, and I found this story again inside my computer, and I decided it would be a great idea to revamp it and tell it to you guys again. So today's topic is going to be about suicide, and it's a little story that I found and kind of rewrote myself, and it's really a great story and you really have to listen to it. And I'm going to post a link, or not a link, but I'm going to post it in the description if you guys want to read it, so follow along if you want, or just listen to my voice. Either one works. So I'm going to get right into it. Imagine this: you come home from school one day, you've had yet another horrible day, you're just ready to give up, so you go to your room, close the door, and take out that suicide note that you've written over and over again. You take out those razor blades that you hide in your desk drawer and cut for the very last time. You grab that bottle of pills and take them all. Laying down, holding the letter to your chest, you close your eyes for the very last time. A few hours later, your little brother knocks on your door to come tell you dinner is ready. You don't answer, so he walks in. All he sees is you laying on your bed, so helpless, so he thinks you're asleep. He tells your mom this. Your mom goes into your room to wake you up. She grabs the letter that you have in your hands, and she reads it. She bursts into tears, and tries to wake you up. She's screaming your name. Your brother, so confused, runs to tell your dad. Mommy is crying and won't wake up. Your dad runs to your room. He looks at your mom, crying, holding the letter to her chest, sitting next to your lifeless body. It hits him. Stunned for a few seconds, and then he screams and throws something at the wall. Falling to his knees, he starts to cry. Your mom crawls over to him, and they sit together, holding each other, crying. For your parents, it is a nightmare of your death. The next day at school, there's an announcement. The principal tells everyone of your death. It takes a few seconds for everyone to stop talking and realize what he has just said. And once it does, everyone goes silent. Everyone thinks it was their fault. Your teachers think they were too hard on you. The kids that used to pick on you, they think of all the things they've said to you. Your friends, they're in shock, in disbelief too, wondering how they could have seen anything was wrong, wishing they could have helped you before it was too late. And now that the damage had been done, you can't turn back. And your best friend, traumatized into thinking it can't be true. But it is. They knew what you were going through, but never thought of it would get that bad. Bad enough for you to end it. They can't cry. Can't feel anything. They stand up and walk out of the classroom. Legs collapse beneath them as they try to walk, shaking and screaming, but no tears come out. A few days later, at your funeral, the whole town came to see you. Everyone knew you as the guy with the bright smile and the heroic personality, the one that was always there for them, the shoulder to cry on. Lots of people talk about the good memories that they had with you. There were a lot. Sadness fills the room. Your little brother still doesn't know you killed yourself. He's too young. Your parents lie to him and say that you died, just because they can't stand the emotional pains having to watch your brother break down in front of them. It hurts him a lot. You were his big brother. You were supposed to always be there for him. Your best friend stays strong through the entire service, but as soon as they start lowering your casket into the ground, she just loses it. They cry and cry because of the things that they knew no one else knew have finally came true. The stories you kept telling them about how much you hated your life and had been wanting to kill herself just became true. A few years later, now your best friend tried to kill himself. They didn't succeed like you did. But your brother, he finally found out about the truth of your death. He hurts himself. He cries at night. He does exactly what you did for the years leading up to your suicide. Your parents, their marriage fell apart. Your dad works all the time to distract himself from your death. Your mom got diagnosed with depression and just lays in bed all day. People do care. You may not think so, but they do. And your choices don't affect just you. They affect everyone. So don't end your life. You have so much to live for. Things can't get better if you give up. And that's the end of the story, guys. But I'm going to be talking about suicide for the next couple of minutes for you guys, because this story has touched me time and time again. Every single time I read it, it turns me to a stage where it's completely horrible, and it's definitely not right for anyone to take their own life because of any... I don't care how bad the situation is. The situation can never get better if you kill yourself. So death is possibly, it is the last resort of anything, and should not be taken into any consideration at all, because you don't realize how many people it's going to affect. You think everyone hates you, you think that no one will care, no one's going to want you around or anything like that, but that's not the truth at all, because everyone cares. And even if they say all these nasty things to you, the moment they hear that you're dead, everything's going to change, and it does, and it matters so much. So it doesn't matter who you are, if you're ugly, fat, strong, skinny, perky, douchebaggish. I don't know any of you really, but it doesn't matter who you are and what you act like. People are going to care. Your parents are going to care. I don't care if your parents hate you, they say all these mean stuff to you. They're going to care if you're dead, because you mean so much to them. And you have to take all these things into consideration, and you must make sure that you know the consequences. So make sure you know everything, and taking your own life is not something that should be ever considered at all, because you affect so many people in such a wide variety, from the bullies at school to your dog will start to miss you. So you have to think of everyone that you know, and you have to realize that everyone cares, and everyone that you know is going to care for you. So when you think about dying, it's something that you need to talk to a counselor about. And if you don't want to talk to a counselor, if you feel uncomfortable with that, then talk to your best friend, or talk to your mom or your dad, or even talk to your dog if you feel uncomfortable talking to another human about it, because talking to anyone can help you overcome the biggest fears in your life. And suicide is no way of changing any of those, and it's never going to get better if you don't try. And if you give up and you kill yourself, it'll never get better, and you'll have unresolved problems forever, and it's going to make everything 10 times worse, and possibly affect the lives even harder of the other people that you've been living with. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the content or the story, please remember to like and subscribe. This is X Preston signing off. See you guys later.